Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the world's greatest movie review, chatting podcast, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's me and my best buddy in the whole wide world, Michael Talent, chatting about movies that we see every week, because if we're going to talk about them anyway, so why the hell not record them for posterity? That's what I think.
Yeah, dude, totally.
So there we go. My good buddy, Mysterious Mike Talent, Real Film Nerds, episode number 297. Mike, are we still going to do a 300th giveaway? Because we're coming up on that.
Yeah, man, I think so, man. I don't know. You know, our idea of what to give away is still up in the air, but we're going to do something.
We're going to do something. We already have our movie picked that we're going to review for our incredible 300 episode extravaganza. We just got to figure out what we're going to do for our giveaway. I have some ideas. Mike has some ideas. We will discuss and get back to you, but just stay tuned. This giveaway is going to come directly from Mike and I. It is not coming from any movie studios. No one's sponsoring it. It's our gift to you, and it's going to be a nice one, but there's only going to be one. So if you want to enter, make sure and listen to our 300 episode so you can enter the contest. But Mike, I don't want to spoil it yet, but we will get to it. We have a giveaway from one of our sponsors of the podcast later on in the pod. So we'll get to that later. But while I keep talking, and I'm trying not to talk, Mike, this week, Real Film Nerds episode number 297, we talk about a film that both of us grew up with, loving to death. He's just a genius. Even my mom says that. He's just a genius. Mike, why don't you go ahead and give us the rundown for Weird, the Al Yankovic story?
All right, Matt. So this movie was directed by Eric Appeal. It was written by Weird Al Yankovic and Eric Appeal. This movie is starring Daniel Radcliffe, Rainn Wilson, Julianne Nicholson, Toby Hess. And this is... I have to read this description because I'm going to mess this one up. All right.
What? No, Evan Rachel Wood?
Oh, yeah, Evan Rachel Wood is in it as well.
She's kind of a big deal in this one.
Yeah, she's a big deal. All right. Explores every facet of Yankovic's life, from his meteoric rise to fame with early hits like Eat It and Like a Surgeon, to his torrid celebrity love affairs and famously deprived lifestyle.
So this is 100% autobiographical, 100% real, no lies whatsoever.
I don't think that's quite the truth, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, Mike, it is a very fun film. It has its moments. I enjoyed it for the most part. There was, I don't know. I don't want to use the name Weird, but that is definitely what this film is. It is very strange. It is very Weird Al Yankovic. You can tell he was a big, big, big part of this film. Mike, how about a little trivia? You want to know a little trivia about this?
I do, Matt. I do. It's crazy.
So this is very much in the vein of Machete, one of my favorite movies of all time. Why do I say that, Mike?
Why do you say that?
Because in 2010, on Funny or Die, Weird Al Yankovic and the director, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's Appel or if it's Apple, but it's Apple with the E and the L reversed. Eric Appel and Weird Al Yankovic did a trailer on Funny or Die for a film called Weird, the Al Yankovic Story. And this film is from the inspiration of that trailer.
Huh. That's really cool.
So just like Machete was a trailer between the Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez films, Planet
the Die?
yeah, there was Planet Terror and
Planet
Death
Terror.
Proof. And in between the double feature, they had the trailers, and Machete was one of those. And Robert Rodriguez turned that into a trilogy so far, or double, I think. I think there's the third film coming out, isn't there?
I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, anyway, so that's a little tidbit of information on this that I didn't know until starting doing some research on the film. But yeah, Mike, I really, really enjoyed Weird Al Yankovic's first film that he made in the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know if you ever saw it. Did you ever watch it? UHF, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
I just loved that movie when I was a kid. It was so fun and goofy and strange and satirical, and Weird is exactly the same thing in that same vein. I don't think it's quite as good, but it's the same kind of style and everything. What do you think?
I don't know. It's I like this one in its cleverness of certain situations and stuff, Matt, which I don't want to get into too much until we get into the spoiler sections, but there was just certain things that I found amusing, and being that, both you and I love a lot of music and things, and then a lot of this movie takes place during the time period we were growing up. It was really cool to just see some of these like fictitious real characters like in their interactions. It was fun, man.
Well, Mike, and you hit on it a little bit, and I'm sure you will talk more to this, but there's also a lot of exploitation of the music documentary or music biopic in this, making fun of. Like, specifically, there's a couple shout outs to the Doors. We'll get into those later, but it's fun. It's fun. I don't want to say that it's a great movie, but I did enjoy myself. I'll put it that way. How's that? Is that sounds okay?
Yeah, man, that sounds okay.
All right.
I think that's fine for this. But I am glad that we reviewed this movie because it was quite different to watch, because some parts are just kind of just over the top silly, and then other parts were just like, what could this be? So I don't know. It was interesting. Sometimes I was questioning myself. I'm like, did something like, oh, wait a second, like, because they're cleverly done, some of the things.
He blurs the line between what really happened and what didn't happen very well. How's that?
Yeah, no, that was well said, man.
Shout outs. Daniel Radcliffe did a fantastic job as a super ripped Al Yankovic, who knew Harry Potter could be so cut, but he was very cut in this film. And then we already talked about it a little bit earlier, but Evan Rachel Wood as Madonna, I thought was really, really good and really funny. And then there's a ton of cameos, an absolute ton of cameos in this. Mike, we can talk about that, I think, probably in the spoiler section, so we don't ruin some of the cameos, especially some of the characters the cameo actors were playing. So,
yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, I guess better move it along then, huh, Matt? What are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
well, Mike, thank you for asking, sir. I'm drinking a delightful brew that I stocked up on quite a bit, Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It's never going away.
Well, that's good, Matt. That's good that you can still find it.
I can't find it. I just bought 2 12-packs, and they're sitting there in my kitchen or in the fridge. How's that? So I have like 24 beers still to go on Oktoberfest. So, that's like half the year of podcasting.
Wow. All right.
They're not going to last that long, but all right, Mike, are you done with your pumpkin ales?
I am. I'm on to something. Well, so the brewery is called Jolly Pumpkin, but it's not a pumpkin beer. And it's a Kaviuq, Kiviuq, and it's a fruited oak aged saison.
What the hell is that? Was that English?
It's ale brewed with blackberry, lime, and salt.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay. Just very confused, Mike, but you're the beer snob out of, the two of us. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. I blame Dan. Blame my buddy Dan, who worked at a distributor, got me hooked on all these IPA things, and then just started trying all kinds of other beers. It's all his fault.
Does Dan listen to the podcast, Mike? Because he should.
I don't know if he does or not. Probably not.
Yeah, most people don't. At least our numbers say so. Okay, all right, I'll stop. I'm not going to do that because I'm not supposed to do that according to Mags. Maniacal Mag says I'm not allowed to do that, so I won't do that. So we will move on, Mike, to the worst part of the podcast. What's this week's dad joke?
I got dad jokes, I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny, other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
All right, Matt. So what is the soccer field on the moon made of?
Cheese?
AstroTurf.
Ha, 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 ha. That is ridiculous. Is that one of your favorites, Mike?
Dude, they're all my favorite.
They're all your favorites. They're all your children. Okay, all right. So, not to tease too much, but Mike, this coming up next podcast got a hell of a film, Marvel Cinematic Universe film. But before we can get there, Mike, how does Weird, the Al Yankovic story, relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Ooh, good segue, Matt. So this one relates with Julie Cummings, was the second unit assistant director on this, also worked as the second unit director on Black Panther.
Nice. Very nice. So, the first Black Panther, right, Mike?
Yes, the first Black Panther.
Okay. All right. There's a hint on what movie we're doing for next week's podcast. I mean, come on. Everybody knows. It's an MCU film. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Are they calling it Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever? I think it's just Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I think it's just Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, speaking of film, I don't know how else to segue this. Mike, we talked about it earlier in the podcast, or I did because I seem to talk way too much. We have a giveaway this week again. And for those of you who are waiting for Top Gun, you still have time to enter if you want to enter Top Gun. We will give the results to that giveaway very, very soon. But why not do another giveaway, Mike? This week, we're giving away a film called Medieval. Thoughts?
It looks like my kind of movie, man. It's kind of a period piece, and looks like there's some vengeance in there. There's some sort of romance and things. I think it looks like a great movie.
Dude, it looks like a lot of fun. You were thinking of it kind of like Braveheart. I don't know so much Braveheart. It's very reminiscent of that time period, castles and kings and queens, and clearly it takes place in Britain. But it looks interesting because it's a kidnapping story in the period piece, in the time of medieval, and it's based on a true story.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is that makes it even better, man.
So, all right, Mike. Well, let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, you know what? What should our listeners do to enter to win a copy? I'm not sure if it's a copy or if it's a rental code. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's going to be one or the other of Medieval from Paramount Pictures. Mike, what should our listeners do? What do you think?
So I was thinking about this just, in the last few minutes before we started the pod, and man, I think maybe we should have our listeners tell us their favorite period piece, like a movie that was takes place outside of, I don't know. I guess this century.
Outside of this century. Okay, so can I go with like Wedding Singer from? Because that's outside this century.
All right, the last 2 centuries. Sorry.
Okay, all right. I'm just giving you shit, Mike. Okay, all right. Here we go. Let me do the business here, peeps. Ben Foster and Academy Award winner Michael Caine star in the action-packed epic Medieval, now streaming on Redbox. This sweeping saga of war and betrayal is inspired by the true story of one of the greatest warriors in history. A daring mercenary fights for freedom against corrupt kings as they battle for control of the Roman Empire. You can stream Medieval instantly on Redbox on demand today. It is rated R, and again, it's from our friends over at Paramount Pictures. Whew. All right, Mike, another giveaway, man. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Paramount Pictures, for all these giveaways. This is fantastic.
So, okay, Mike, on to the rest of the podcast. We have several minutes left to spoil the hell out of Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Ready, set, you start.
All right, Matt. So I'm going to talk about a scene kind of towards the beginning that definitely set the tone for, I think, the rest of the movie. And it's we have a young Weird or Al Yankovic. And his parents they sit him down and they talk to him, and they don't want him to listen to the radio and whatever. And his mom says, yeah, we had a meeting and we talked about it, and we've decided we don't want you to be who you are or do what you love. And I was like, well, that's interesting. I was like, all right, well, I think I know where we're in for this movie. Like, I just couldn't. It was hard. It was like weird to hear those words come out of like the actress's mouth. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, that was quite startling and shocking, but it's very much a trope, we just want you to follow your dreams and all that stuff. And they're like, no, don't follow your dreams. Don't be yourself. Shut up and sit down. It was hilarious. That was a great line.
Yeah, no, I was like, whoa. And then, Matt, the polka party.
Oh God, dude, that was so funny. That was so funny. And they're like, look what we found. And they come out with an accordion. That was so good. I mean, and then the cops break it up and they bring him to the door and they're like, you won't believe what we caught your son doing.
Yeah, it was just like, all right, well, that's pretty ridiculous. Okay.
It was that was fun. That was one of the more fun parts, and how the child bullies are pressuring him to go to the party. And then I guess Hey Boy is like now a thing after this movie. Like, I'm seeing like memes and shit of Hey Boys all over the place. It's ridiculous.
Really, dude?
Yeah. They're like, get your father's clothes and fill it with hay. You got yourself a Hey Boy.
It was silly, dude. It was really silly.
I know 2 creatures that would love to eat a Hey Boy, or probably 6 if I count the goats. Yeah, all of Stacy's creatures, her donkey and her horse and her, yeah, they'll put a herd on a Hey Boy.
Well, maybe you need to make a Hey Man.
It's a Hey Man. Yeah, they still would go to town.
Okay. All right. Well, man, but that was fun. The peer pressure, the polka party. Like, I was just like, well, this is going to be interesting. And it just keeps getting more, I wouldn't say ridiculous, but just strange, I guess. Weird.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. I hate to keep using that to describe the movie that's titled Weird, but it's fucking true. The Dr. Demento pool party, that was very strange.
I really like that scene, Matt, because all the famous characters that were at this party, supposedly, was really it was fun to try and pick them all out. Like, oh, who's that? Is that Andy Warhol or like?
Do you know who played Andy Warhol too?
No, who was it?
It was Conan O'Brien.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
That's one of the cameos I was going to talk about. But I love it because leading up to the pool party, Dr. Demento, not Weird Al, Dr. Demento is like, yeah, why don't you come over to the house and, come to this pool party and hang out in the grotto. And they cut to the scene where he's going to the pool party and it's just like some suburbia, like backyard. It's not anything fancy, and he makes it sound like it's like the Playboy Mansion. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. The Jack Black, Wolfman.
As Wolfman Jack, yeah, that was awesome. And how he called him out, and he's like, just do a song right now.
Dude, that was funny. That was really funny.
What about the scene where he finally, I don't, is that where he cracks? I think that's where he cracks and he does the song for Madonna, Like a Surgeon. But he is dressed up in leather pants without his shirt on, very much from the Doors biopic, starring Val Kilmer. And he says, "You want me to whip it out? I'll whip it out. You don't want me to whip it out." And then he pulls out the accordion and the cops run and tackle him. That was just, God, dude. They make it seem like the accordion is just like the most evil thing in this movie. It's so funny.
That was totally a Doors thing, because you notice he was playing in Florida, and it was like what did they call it? A lewd, not lewd. What did they say?
No, I think lewd was right. A lewd act.
Yeah, a lewd act. And that totally happened, and the Doors got banned from Florida, like, from performing ever.
Well, Mike, you do know, like, one of our favorite bands has been banned from Arizona for a while for doing lewd acts.
Oh, yeah? Which one's that?
Oh, dude, Rammstein.
Oh, they got banned from Arizona?
Yeah, they got practically banned from the United States from their first tour that we went to.
Which was awesome.
Fucking amazing. God, I love Rammstein. They put on a show, man. They really do.
Wow, I didn't know they got banned for that. I mean, it was lewd.
Well, yeah, I mean, it might not have been real, but that was very lewd. Very lewd.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah. I had a good time. Okay, Mike, so we got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay, let's do it.
Pablo Escobar. I had no idea that Weird Al's the one that took him down. And that Madonna took over his reigns. That's fucking amazing. I had no clue.
Yeah. Well, Matt, I didn't realize that Beat It came out before before
you mean Eat It?
No,
came out
Eat It
before
came out
Beat
before Beat It. Yeah.
See, that's just like some weird ass shit. Like, we all know, but it's just, he spent so much time doing that, The whole the whole Pablo Escobar scene reminds me of the Rambo scene from UHF, where he has the fake muscles on and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I love that scene. He flies the helicopter. He has no idea how to fly a helicopter. It's so funny.
Yeah, no, this movie, it cracks me up, Matt. You know how you had some trivia? I guess this movie was filmed in 18 days.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it was filmed in L.A. because of like COVID stuff, and that's part of the reason why there's all these cameos.
Well, guess they didn't have anything else to do, right?
Yeah, like what's his face is in it?
Well, that cuts it down.
The Hamilton dude. Was it?
Yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, he's in it. It's like, why? He's like, he was a huge supporter. I guess he wanted to do it as soon as he found out they were making it.
Dude, everybody loves Weird Al though, man. Like everybody loves Weird Al. I don't know anyone that's not a huge fan of his. I mean, he's a genius. He takes songs and makes them just absolutely hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. I don't know. I've always been a big fan. He's one person that I didn't see in concert. You know who did, though? My freaking older sister saw him in concert. I was talking about it a little bit on the radio. My mom took my older sister to see Weird Al in the 80s.
Oh, man. That would have been cool. I think he still tours a little bit, but I don't know if I've ever seen him in my neck of the woods.
He played at the Tucson TCC, the Tucson Convention Center.
Wow. Okay.
Where we saw Megadeth and many other bands growing up as children.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw several bands there.
But, all right, Mike, so do you recommend people watch Weird, the Al Yankovic story?
Yes, I do. I will say, Matt, I guess speaking about this, it's on Roku's channel, which you can just, even if you don't have a Roku, you can download, like I was able to download the Roku app on my iPhone, so, and watch it, and I think people should watch it. It's fun, man. It's silly, it's strange. I don't know. It's a great it's a parody movie for sure. I imagine there's a little bit of truth to some of the things, but I'm not exactly sure where it's at.
Well, he never banged out Madonna. They were just friends. That's for sure. Pablo Escobar, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not real. Maybe not. Maybe Weird Al is really a black, ops guy. I don't know, dude. Maybe they're keeping a secret.
Yeah, well, as a touring artist, he could tour around the world without any suspicion. It might not be so bad.
Yeah, right, exactly. Take some people out. So, all right, Mike. Well, I think I agree with you. I think people should watch it. It was fun. It's not my favorite movie. I don't think I'm kind of glad it's on a streaming service and not in a theater. I don't think it would be worth spending money on. I wish I could have opted to not have the ads on Roku. I would have paid $5 to sit there and not have ads because there were a ton of ads and it really kind of took me out of the movie. I didn't like that. Other than that, yeah, I say check it out, watch it. It was fun. It's goofy. It's strange. It's weird. It's not going to win any awards probably, but it's just different. It's good, old fashioned fun. People don't make movies like this really much anymore. I embrace that he did something different that people used to do in the 80s and 90s and 70s. Nothing wrong with having a fun, goofy, looking at life movie. So.
Okay. Matt, you had to watch a lot of ads? I had no ads on mine.
Really? I had an ad every 20 minutes.
Weird, dude.
I had 2.5 minutes of ads every 20 minutes.
And you have a Roku.
I own a Roku. I own multiple Rokus. I have one for every one of my bedrooms. It's my preferred streaming platform.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess I got the shaft. I don't know. Well, thanks, Mike. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You didn't get ads, lucky punk. But so a film for next week that's probably going to be very serious, and I hope it's the bringing back of the Marvel Cinematic Universe back to its glory days. I don't know. I have hopes and wishes and dreams for this, but I guess I picked it. I don't know if Mike picked it. It's just kind of an understood. The latest Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, is going to be our film for next week.
All right, Matt. I'm excited for this for a couple reasons. Black Panther was my first podcast on the Real Film Nerds.
What episode was that, Mike?
That was episode 3.
No. Yes, was it 3? I thought it was 4. Shit.
No, it's 3, dude.
Ah, damn it. I thought it was 4. Well, anyways, and guess what also Black Panther, that's right, inspired. It started in episode 4. What did Black Panther, the original, inspire for me to start making you do all 293 episodes ago?
The MCU tie-in, man.
Yep. In episode 4, Game Night was the start of our tie-ins to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And we are on episode 297. That's 293 Marvel Cinematic Universe tie-ins, Mike.
Whew. That's a lot, dude.
No, that's probably not true because we have some podcasts where we didn't do them.
Yeah, there's only a couple times, but for the most part, we got it all.
It's well over 200. It's well over 200. We'll put that confidently. So, okay, Mike, let's do it. How many reels do you give Weird?
So I'm going to give Weird 3.5 reels. I had a good time with it.
Damn, maybe I am becoming the hater. My mom thinks I'm becoming the hater. My mom gave it 4 reels. She loved it. Not reels, 4 cookies. She likes her cookies. I thought it was just okay. It was just, maybe it was a little too strange for me. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too cynical. Maybe I'm an asshole. But I gave Weird the Al Yankovic story 3 out of 5 reels.
Okay, man. Well, it's fine. I thought I would be a little bit lower than your or tied, so that's interesting. But cool.
Yeah, no, it was okay. It was just average, so but I did enjoy it. And there are some really good funny parts. We've pointed most of them out in the spoiler section, of course.
Yeah, yes. There are just funny, just polka party.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was great. Oh, my mom knew a little trivia about it. Like one thing, Weird Al went to Cal Poly for an architecture degree. Like that's not in here. And then she said the My Bologna song, him coming up with it, that's like almost exactly how it happened. He was sitting there with a bunch of friends.
Oh, okay.
And that was his first big hit, My Bologna.
All right, cool.
So anyways, all right, Mike. Well, I think that's it. I probably should shut up because I've talked enough to the point where my throat hurts.
Okay, Matt. Well, we don't want that. So I guess with that, we'll wrap this up. Make sure to enter our contest for the giveaway of Medieval. Thanks, Paramount. And, go out there, stream some movies, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And, thanks for listening, everybody. Catch you on the next pod next week for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.
Matt Henshaw in and already offending me this morning on Magic 99.1.
Well, I was already offended just driving my car here. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You were offended that you had to drive your car here or that you had to come here?
No, when I was driving here, I was offended in my car.
Oh, why? Who offended you?
You. How dare you not remember the movie? How dare you?
The struggle is real.
It's weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Oh, weird, the Al Yankovic story. Oh, yeah. Tell me. How was it?
It was weird.
Was it?
It was a strange film.
Why?
Because it's not
Because he's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not based on his real life. It's a movie that he made up. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure that he didn't kill Pablo Escobar.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And did he say that he dated Madonna in the movie too?
Oh, they were like practically married in the movie.
Yeah, and that never
They're
happened
friends,
either.
but he didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you ruining it for us?
Oh,
because
heck
I think we all
I
thought
spoiled
that
the
it
heck
was,
out of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Well, you started it.
it was just weird, huh? It wasn't.
Yeah, it was fun.
good?
Okay, so did you ever see Weird Al's film he made in the 80s or 90s? I don't remember. I remember watching it as a young kid. Not
Okay.
a super young kid, but UHF. Did you
Eh,
ever see that?
Probably not.
I really like that movie. It's
Yeah.
very similar to that, hence, it's just kind of all over the place and just goofy and fun. And I think kids, or if you're a big fan of Weird Al, you're going to love it. But I find it, it was okay. It was all right. It was fun. It was weird. It gets a little too goofy for me at times.
Okay, yeah.
But for the most part, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
So,
Well, I love Weird Al Yankovic, and I think he's a genius. I love his parodies. I love to play him on the radio. And so I was looking forward to seeing this film. Do you recommend it?
sure, why not? Okay, so the biggest problem I had is that it's on the Roku channel. It's the only place you can see it.
And you have Roku.
I have a Roku device, yes. And so every 20 minutes there's an ad.
Oh, yeah.
And that just, it takes
Drives
you
you
out of the
crazy.
film.
Yeah.
It just really does. And it's like, I will pay $5 to rent it or whatever, just not to have the ads. But that's the only way they're doing it. And so
Okay.
if you want to watch it, that's how you have to do it.
Okay, can I borrow your Roku device?
Well, sure, why not? I'll drop it off. But I think you can access the Roku channel online.
Okay.
I don't know if you can access it on any other competitor devices like Apple TV or any of those.
Right.
I don't know because I don't have one.
Right.
I'm not fancy.
Right.
I have the $20 Roku.
But you have the
Yeah.
Roku device.
It's $20. Yeah, but
Okay. Okay, fair enough. How many reels you giving it?
I give it average, just like 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't seem very thrilled about this.
It was fun,
Yeah.
but Daniel Radcliffe does a great job as Weird Al.
Does he?
Yeah, he's very good. And then Evan Rachel Woods as Madonna is hilarious.
Really?
She's really good too.
Okay, well, that's good.
So,
All right, you found some positives. Let's give your mother a call and see what she thought about the movie.
I already know.
Okay, Maya and Shaw coming up on Magic 99.1.
Tilly, good morning.
Good morning, Maya and Shaw on Magic 99.1. How are you?
Oh, just fine.
Good.
Really good.
Yeah? How's the weather down there in Sierra Vista?
It's not as cold as you guys, but I'm still cold.
Oh.
It's in the 40s.
Oh, yeah. It's that time of year, right?
Right, it is.
Okay, so Matt gave Weird the Al Yankovic story 3 reels. What did you think about the film?
Oh, I really liked it.
Yeah?
I thought it was really funny. And if you lived in that time period and heard all of his songs, yeah, a lot of it was fantasy.
Yeah.
But some of it was true, and I think it was a really funny, fun movie.
See, maybe that's why Matt didn't appreciate it, because I grew up listening to all those Weird Al Yankovic songs on the Dr. Demento show, and you actually had to tune in to hear the songs because we didn't have streaming and online.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a commitment to be a fan way back when, right?
Right.
Yes. And so what else did you, it didn't disappoint in any aspect, huh?
No, once you realize that all of it was not true,
Yeah.
the silly part with Madonna
Right.
and the others with where the cartel and shooting and all that, you knew that was made up. But some of how he came up with the songs was correct and true.
Okay.
And I thought it was fun. It was just silly. It made you laugh. And they left out the part where he went to San Luis Obispo, Cal Poly, and got his architecture degree. He left that out.
Oh, interesting. And so he really is a smart guy.
Very, very smart guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very. How many cookies you going to give it?
I give it 4.
4 cookies. Very nice.
Yeah.
And tell me, was there any nudity?
Oh, absolutely not.
Not. Okay, good.
No.
That's probably best.
Well, Ma, why don't you tell Lisa what you thought Weird Al was singing for 40 years of the spoof on Madonna's song?
Oh, good Lord. David and I both, we thought it was like a sturgeon.
Sturgeon. That's hilarious. Like what, the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fish.
for over however long the song has been out until they watch the movie.
Okay, that's the funniest thing that she said all day. That's great.
I never watched the videos.
Right.
I mean, I was too busy taking kids places and stuff.
That's right. Raising Maddie and his sisters.
Well, yes.
That's funny, Maya and Shaw. Thank you so much for your review this morning. I'm a little more encouraged after hearing it.
Oh, I would watch it. It gives you a laugh.
There you go.
Gives you a laugh.
We could all use more of that for sure.
Oh, we could.
Yeah.
And my husband thinks you should review a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Let's make Matt watch it.
No.
Matt?
No. No.
I can honestly say I've never watched. Oh, I did watch one when I was with my daughter in Newfoundland. We did watch one Hallmark Christmas movie. Yep. Dang it.
Oh.
I used to be so proud of that statement.
Wow. I'll tell my husband.
Okay.
I will let Pa know.
Okay. Thanks, Maya and Shaw on Magic 99.1. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. So what are we reviewing next week?
It's a big movie. We've been waiting for this one for years.
Oh, good Lord. Is it a DC?
No,
Is it a
it's
Marvel?
a Marvel movie.
A Marvel movie.
And the 4th episode of the Real Film Nerds podcast ever was the first one of this.
Wow.
So we're on episode 297, I think, this week.
Wow.
But anyways, it's Black Panther Wakanda Forever comes out on Friday.
Okay, that looks good.
So yeah, we're gonna do that one. We have to do that one.
Yeah.
Because the original Black Panther, our 4th episode, I came up with the idea. It was my co-host's first episode, who's been doing it ever since. And I came up with the idea to tie every single movie we review to the Marvel Cinematic Universe during that podcast.
Okay. Very nice. Well, we'll look forward to hearing what you think about that one.
I'll look forward to watching it.
I bet it's going to be good, huh?
I hope so.
Okay, I hope so too. Catch the podcast, everybody. It's called The Real Film Nerds. And you can catch Matty here with his mom every Monday morning on what station, Matt?
Magic 99.1.